The police really sidestepping this question for the moment. It's a question that's been gaining momentum over the past few hours, with many parents saying that there were armed officers on the scene early enough to stop the gunman, but once he'd barricaded himself in the room, they refused to go in, even though those parents were urging them to go inside the classroom, to storm it. And they were saying that, in fact, as far as they were concerned, the officers' main motive seemed to be to stop them, the parents, from getting too close. So a lot of anger about this, a lot of questions being asked. The officer in charge of the inquiry here, in addition to the excerpt you heard there, basically saying that this is not as straightforward as it seems. He says you can't just go in straight away. You have to get a tactical team together, you have to get the right equipment, the rifles, the body armor, the negotiators. I'm not sure that's going to satisfy those parents who are making these claims. But for now, the police playing for time and saying they've got dozens of interviews to do, forensic material still to be gathered before they can get a clear picture of the sequence of events. But at the moment, they cannot confirm that there were armed officers there at the scene early enough to stop this gunman. That there's only one person responsible for the atrocity, and that's the gunman himself. But questions are being asked about how it could be that he was barricaded inside that classroom for at least 40 minutes, and that the incident as a whole was anything between an hour and a half. And it has emerged that there were armed officers on the scene from early on, but they didn't go into that classroom. And some parents are saying they seemed more concerned with keeping the parents back from the scene than they were in trying to bring the incident to an end at all. So that is a developing story. These questions are being asked. We haven't got the answers from the authorities yet about what exactly happened, what orders were given. But it does feed into this whole debate about how you prevent these shootings, because the pro-gun lobby are saying, well, if you've got more armed officers at school campuses, then they can prevent this sort of thing. Well, clearly that didn't happen in this case. The other thing they've been calling for is more protection of school premises. But it's emerged that the door of that classroom was a specially reinforced door. They couldn't break it down. They had to wait till a key was fetched before they could go in. So the gun reformers are saying, look, the only way to stop any of this is to reduce the access to guns, particularly from young people like this. He was just 18 years old, the gunman, and he'd bought 2 assault rifles just a few days previously.